Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Adventure Boat. My name is Kelly. Guess what? I got a new fridge and I'm building a drawer system in my 2020 Tacoma. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. I've got tons of overlanding content just for you. All right, let's get into what's going on today. So I don't know if you guys know or not, but I'm in the process of building my custom drawer system in the back of my Overland Tacoma right behind me here, and it's coming along very slowly. The really cool part about building your custom drawer system is you can build it around whatever you want, and I am building my entire drawer system around my new Iceco VL60 Pro fridge, and this thing is really, really cool. Now I have to mention this, I have not actually taken this out on a trip yet. We've been really, really busy and haven't been able to get out. I've had it for a few weeks and all I've been able to do is test it in my house and make sure it runs really, really well. But just right off the bat, this thing has got so many cool functions. I couldn't help myself but build the entire drawer system around this little baby right here. Let's go over some of the details that I noticed on this thing that just make it stand out, that I think will compete with other higher end fridges. The most testing I've done with this is gonna be in the house, and I let it run for a full week just to make sure that the compressor was good, everything ran fine. And honestly, it's super, super quiet, even compared to my Ironman fridge. It's just really, really a good humming sound. It's a nice, quiet, quality sound. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just it sounds quality when the compressor is running. I just mounted the slide, and I've got to be honest, the slide is very generic. It is almost the exact same thing as my Ironman slide. I thought it would fit this more precisely, but it's a little oversized for what this fridge is. I wish they would make one specific for the VL60, that way it used up the least amount of real estate on my the drawer system as possible. Right off the bat, when I'm looking at this, on the front display, the display is really, really easily noticed. It's got separate ports for DC and AC, which was really cool. I like the ability to be able to just leave them kind of plugged in and then change them from DC to AC if you need it that way. There's two USB ports, but they only work when using it in DC mode. There's obviously a max and eco mode, and it also goes Fahrenheit and Celsius, very standard for most fridges. My very first fridge was a 54 liter Iceco fridge, very, very standard. It was $400 on Amazon, and it was just not the best quality. This is leaps and bounds higher quality than that. The lid on this fridge is super trick. It opens from either side. It's not a standard pull up to release the lock mechanism. You actually push in to release the lock mechanism, and then you pull up to open up the side. It's got a 2-pin system that is both the latch and the lock. Super, super trick. Inside the fridge is obviously very basic. You've got your big compartment with your tray, and then you've got your smaller compartment where the compressor sits. But the best part about it is it's got a drain plug, which I really think should be in every single one. If you've ever spilled beer in your fridge, and you know who you are, it's so much easier just to pour a bunch of water in here than it is to try to clean everything out. So yeah, this is definitely, I think every fridge should have a drain plug. I don't know why they would be an issue. But the best part is, Iceco provides a spare drain plug. Now, how awesome is that? Because these will definitely get lost somehow. Speaking of spare hardware, Iceco really did think very far ahead, and you get a spare handle in case you lose one. You get the spare edge protector, the little plastic cups here. You get hardware, you get a wrench to be able to swap those out or remove the handles if you want to. I don't know. This is the first fridge where that has come with it, which is really, really nice and very convenient. One feature I almost forgot to mention is there's actually DC input from the front and the back, which is really cool because I'm mounting my dual battery system right behind it. That makes the wiring very clean. Let's get this thing plugged into my Jackery and see how long it takes to cool down. Plugging in the DC charging cable to the rear of the Iceco is actually really positive. It's definitely not gonna fall out. One last accessory, and this one I wasn't sure about, but honestly, Trevor talked me into it. He is a huge fan of these thermal bags that kind of encase the fridge. I have no doubt it helps with the efficiency of these fridges, especially in the desert where we live in. but I just don't like the extra step of having to unzip the top to get to it. I wish there was just some kind of like a magnetic clasp system or something that's just a little bit easier to access. The zippers, they're just not cool. Either way, let's put it on and see what it looks like, because I really like the way this looks now, but let's see if this helps out at all. I got the bag on. It really is nice quality. The zippers are really good. And they zip right up. There's no like drag. They're a very like a good quality feel to the fabric. I don't know, it's a nice bag and it fits really nice and tight, but again, it sucks because you have to do this whole thing to open it and then flip this over and open it this way. It does just open, but then you lose the functionality of being able to open from the other side, which is just a cool feature you kind of miss out on. It'd be cool if they just had like a big flap with 2 magnets that just kind of stuck along the front here. But other than that, it's a really good quality. I like the bag itself, and I'm sure it is gonna help with the efficiency of the fridge. The fridge has been running for about 35 minutes now, and it's cooling down. It's at 39 degrees, so it's almost down to temperature. I keep it around 35, 36, depending on what we're doing and what's going on, but that's usually the roundabout temperature. In the meantime, I'll put the straps on the slider, and let's give this slider a good test. I was just about to start putting the straps on, and it actually got to temperature 39 minutes and 44 seconds. That's pretty impressive. It didn't start real cold. It's about 75 degrees outside today, so it dropped, what, 39 degrees in 39 minutes and 44 seconds. So that's pretty good, especially compared to my old Iceco fridge, and just as good as my dual compressor Ironman. And did I mention the LED light in this thing is really, really bright. You can see everything inside the fridge. So let's test out this slider. I've got the drawer system pushed all the way back in the truck. Obviously it's still in process of being built, so it's not done, but you know, it is mounted and it really does slide really, really nice. It comes all the way out, got lots of clearance. It locks in the open position. It locks halfway and it locks closed. It's a good slider. I just wish it was just a little better use of space. I like the Pro version of the fridge. It's really, really good quality. I wish they made a Pro version of the slider, maybe with, I don't know, and they make them with like a little slide out cutting board. Just better use of space would be really nice. All right guys, that's it. That's my first impressions of the Iceco 60-liter Pro S fridge. This thing is really, really nice. I'm super impressed. For 800 bucks, I think the slider was 160, I don't recall off the top of my head, but for an $8 fridge, this thing far exceeded my expectations. Definitely stay tuned for a long-term review of this fridge. I'm really excited to see how far I can push it and how far it'll go. All right guys, if you like this video, hit that like button, be sure to subscribe, follow us on IG, and I'll see you guys next time.